Today we're going to be talking all about getting Instagram paid brand deals with a small following. Like, if you can take away anything from this video, reach out to brands, don't wait for them to come to you. It's never personal, it's just that they have so many creators that DM them, email them, tag them, respond to them, and usually there's only one or two people in charge of the social media accounts. So you have thousands of creators, like especially with TikTok and Instagram and YouTube, there's thousands of creators reaching out to these brands, and you're just one of 1,000 per day. So never get complacent in terms of reaching out to people, finding their emails on Google. Make sure you don't give up on reaching out to people just because they don't respond. Follow up again, and follow up again. A prime example I have is, like, I was DMing this brand. I knew who was running the account because my friend had them reach out to her, but then she didn't reach out to me. So then I was like, okay, no worries. And I kept like DMing this brand. She would just never respond. But I just kept, like, checking in every couple of months, being like, hey. And then one time I just was like, okay, I'm just gonna email this brand again and just get it over with. Lo and behold, I get a response the next day, and the person who was running the social media account wasn't working there anymore. They got a new girl. Let me tell you something. A lot of these girls or guys, whoever it is that runs social media accounts, or even the people in charge of influencer marketing, which is the person who's in charge of doing the paid brand deals, they're constantly switching. And so always keep a lookout, because just because you don't have a relationship with one person, that doesn't mean you can't have a relationship with another one. Sometimes it's about timing. Even with the following, I still have to wait and I still have to play this game. So don't feel bad that you have to do this. What we can change is what we can do, which is just constantly putting ourselves out there. That is exactly what you're gonna do to make yourselves successful. Another way to get brands' attention is making sure that you already have previous work done for them, especially if you're a small influencer. Obviously, they are looking for creators who are bigger size. So you want to be like, hey, I can provide you value. And how do you show that value exactly? Because you're not showing it through your following count, because obviously you have a smaller following. So how you show value for you to land a brand deal is by showing them previous work you've done organically for free, and also sharing the good insights that you have. A lot of the time with bigger creators, the bigger they get, the less engagement that they get. Someone with 10,000 followers but has like 100 comments could be more valuable than someone at 100,000 followers but they're getting maybe like 30-40 comments, because you're getting more comments. You want to leverage that, which is why building community is really important when it comes to brand deals. Another example is for free. What you can do is be like, hey, I have this Estee Lauder foundation, guys, it's on sale right now, or I love this foundation, if you guys want the link, here's the link, right? You have that link set up. Usually links and story links, they're usually involved in the campaign brand deal process, but you can do it on your own time as well. You can do that, you can collect the stats and then reach out to Estee Lauder when you get their contact information and be like, hey, one time I put out that I love this foundation and I got this much links, like I would love to work with you guys because I'm able to get my audience to buy your foundation and here's the proof. So always having done previous work for the company and having those statistics help. Now obviously you can't do that for every single brand out there, so what you can do is, let's say you want to reach out to, an example is Fashion Nova. You can have maybe a link click to Opali dresses and be like, this is not your brand, but it's your competitor, and if I can get this much links for them, I can get it for you as well. So you don't always have to do it for that brand, but having that data there for you to advertise and put it into your media kit is going to be so helpful. Another way to land brand deals is you have to be known to even have the brand know you. So the best thing to do is spam them. When I mean spam them, I don't mean in like one specific way. I mean make content for them, tag them, hashtag them, comment on their socials, comment on everything that's going on with their accounts and their launches. Usually with certain big brands, they have many accounts. So for example, Maybelline has Maybelline New York, Maybelline Asia, Maybelline UK. They have many different accounts for one brand as well. So sometimes going and tagging the other countries as well really does help. I know you technically have to be living in that country, but it's all good, girl. Just go ahead and tag it, because no one's really fact checking where you are and you just want the brand to know who you are. Okay, this is the number one tool you're gonna have when it comes to getting brand deals as a small creator: DMs. You got to learn to master the art of sliding into brands' DM. It is honestly a work of art. Like, you need to be able to communicate on DMs so good. Have the best pitch, but the shortest pitch that can ever be made in that DM, because that DM serves as a medium for you and the brand rep that is in charge of brand deals. And the second tip I have when sliding into DMs, please do not do your actual pitch in the DM. The person running the social media account is not in charge of any sort of paid brand deals or partnerships, unless it's a very small brand, then it's different. But big brands, they are not running the social media account. They have a separate person for that. So please save yourself the time and energy and just make it short and concise. All you need to do is get them to give you the email of the person who is in charge. And once you get the email of the person who is in charge, then you send a nice, beautiful, but still concise pitch email. And then from there, you can add in your statistics. Like, don't go spamming the person in charge of like monitoring, posting their brand post. I have this many story clicks. Like, they're just gonna get overwhelmed. They might not reply. So just keep it simple. Be like, hey, this is my socials. I have this many followers. I'm located here. I make beauty content. This is what it is. I would love to do more gifted or paid collaborations. Would love to grab an email for your influencer manager. Very short and concise, and link all your links. That is literally it. And then go check out what you need to do after. And once you get the email, then the real pitch starts. And if you guys want to separate video on pitching, please let me know. So leave a comment down below if you guys want to see my pitch. At the end of the day, most brand deals are inbounds. What I mean by inbounds is when they reach out to you. You can land brand deals when you pitch to other brands as well. So you want to put yourself in the best position possible as a small creator to be able to secure that spot, getting that reach, building that relationship with the person, building a relationship with the brand. So what that can mean is that having a lot of content for that brand so that the social media person, coordinator who's in charge of reposting pictures or videos, when they go see tags, they're always constantly seeing you and they want to repost you all the time because you're giving high quality content. And then in turn, the brand owner, when they go on the social page, they're just like, oh my god, like, we're reposting this girl, let's check her out. So you want to always catch the brand's attention that way. And at the end of the day, this is a numbers game, no matter what anyone says. So growing your following count does help still. So yes, there are ways to make money as a small creator, but you also want to make sure you're prioritizing your growth as well. And prioritizing quality is my next tip. Brands are professional. Creators don't have to be, but if you want to make that tie in between where you can work with brands, you better have professional content, unless you're getting millions of views sitting in your pajamas, which not everyone is privileged to get. This is one of my best tips. I realized this as I was learning to navigate social media myself, and especially with like short form content, it's easy to get caught up with what's trending, but remember, that's not always what brands want or like. Let me get into specifics here. Brands still love photos. I know everybody says to do video content, but I'm telling you right now, brands love photos. The reason I'm saying this is brands are 100 times more likely to repost your photo, especially if it's high quality and if it's their aesthetic, than reposting your video, because they have more trouble reposting your video. They need way more permission and they always have copyright problems because brand pages cannot use the same songs that you as a creator can. They are way more limited. They are gonna get struck by like copyright rules, and it's just such a big headache for them, which is why on like even brand TikTok pages, they're always using like sound bites. They're not gonna go post a video of the Drake song because they cannot. Legally, they cannot. So them reposting video is like way less. The thing is though, at one point people were like, don't do photos, it's such a waste of time, no one cares. No, photos are not necessarily important for growth, but for brand relationships and community building, photos are super important. So please do not stop doing something just because it's not trending. If you're doing social media, take this from me, do every part of it. Don't just prioritize one part of it. Trust me, I learned the hard way. Yeah, that is all my tips on how to secure an Instagram brand deal with a small following. I hope this helped you guys a lot. Let me know if you guys have any questions or if you guys have any other video suggestions. I will definitely film that for you guys. I love you guys all so much, and I will see you guys next time.